Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out my video. Starting out in this estate sale. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything that was priced because it was all priced with no room for profit. So I did leave everything. The bar area was pretty cool. Had a couple of drink mixers, but they didn't have the lids and they were priced way up there. So I left them back, but I wanted to show you guys. Love this one here. Love the mustaches, makes me think of the vintage gents. But what I ended up doing is I went around in the basement and found a room that they hadn't finished unpacking yet. Found some boxes, and you could tell that the owners had packaged this stuff away and probably hadn't gotten it out for a long time. So that's always a fun tell to say, hey, there might be something really collectible in here. Perry Como, not so much. Dug through this one, some little things, nothing was priced, so I wanted to make sure if I was going to get anything, it was something definitely worth my time. There was a whole set of little animals, kitschy animals. They were plastic, so they weren't anything I would grab. But they also had a nativity set all wrapped up. All that stuff underneath there is pretty much a nativity, so I left it after I unpacked a few pieces and decided I would just leave it for them. This is my favorite thing to do though. Like when you go down into the basement or into their storage area at an estate sale, you can find things just like it would be at your house, stuff that's just tucked away because it's so precious, you don't want to lose it or it to get broken, but nowhere to put it. I almost grabbed that. I love the little egg carton. Okay, this box was the one that made me excited because when I popped it open, I saw some glass, I saw things packaged up, and so it was one to definitely root through. I took my time because of course I don't want to break anything. Fun silver pieces. I don't do silver. Of course, that water pick is vintage, but some vintage things you just pass on. I love this little goose guy. I did go ahead and take him up. He stayed because the not price stuff, they really did bump it up when we did go up to the counter, so we didn't grab very many things. This beautiful Fenton Silvercrest, dirty but still beautiful, was not priced, so I grabbed that. It's kind of hard to do all of this with one hand, unpacking a box, and that was when I got all excited. I pulled this guy out. It's not Blinko. It's definitely copy artisan type of piece, but it's really pretty. I love the shape. I love that large hobnail. I always do. And of course, yellow. Why not? More stuff that I don't collect, but really cool stuff. I think this is the box that, yeah, it was just empty. So I dug as much as I could in this box, and I think there were only a few more things that were interesting. A lot of clear pieces that go to other pieces that were in the box, so I did want to keep that all together. But those two, obviously, why not? So I decided to take them upstairs and see how much I could get them for. And just to give you an update, left both pieces. They wanted $45 for the Silvercrest, and they wanted, I think, $30 for the yellow piece, and they said it was Fenton, but it's not Fenton, so that's the way it goes. So this is another estate sale company, and they have a warehouse that they open up once a month for stuff to liquidate, basically. Those cameras have been there for a minute, and I'm waiting for the prices to go down. This owl's cute, but I love going to these kind of sales because I'm always excited to see something different, something I haven't seen. Also find some really cool ephemera as well as mantique stuff. It looks like most of this was kind of picked over already, obviously, because it's been through an estate sale first, and then it gets taken to this warehouse. We did go ahead and pick this baby up. It's pretty cute. Pretty sure it's Murano. So as I'm walking through, I found this little box, and of course, anytime I see a little box, especially with anything to do with estates or estate sales, I like to look in them. This is made in the Republic of China, and these look like little handmade figurines. I wanted to grab it. It was a little bit pricey for me, and a couple of them were broken, but I love the detail on these little pieces. It definitely has been saved for a long time in its original box. I can imagine a little kid playing with these, but the price was, I think it was $25 for the set. I did actually hold on to them for a while, and then I changed my mind and said, I'll leave them. Always love looking at the little kitschy pieces for Sarah. Now Sarah's in this warehouse right now. She's kind of to the back digging around, so I was enjoying just kind of seeing what I could find back deep in some of these shelves. I love figural mugs. They really don't sell very well right now. When I first started about 6-7 years ago really selling, they did sell all right on Insta. But yeah, it was 25. So let's see, I went back to it I think 3 times. I don't know. It's really cool set. I think it's usually something that I would pick up, but right now I'm being really selective. Cheese heads, got the Packers. Someone was a big Packers fan. Always love to check out these console TV lamps. The mallard ducks are really pretty. No damage to it. $40 is a good price if you were out thrifting, and not to resell but to buy for yourself. In the condition it's in, I think that's very fair. And they did have 25% off this day, so you still get a little bit of a deal. But unless it's something really desirable, I don't want to ship something that big. It's just a lot to deal with. I never do electronics. They always look so dusty and dirty, and I'm like, yeah, save that for someone else. That guitar cake is funny. Oh, here's the Big Blue. So I like finding little pieces, but Big Blue I left for Sarah because it was just so Sarah, and I wanted her to be able to see it. So I let him sit down there, but I figured that blue dog was going to be coming home with us. And there she is right there. Actually, she brought me over because these old steering wheels are beautiful. Now, someone painted them, which there's 2 sides to this. They are cracked steering wheels, so unless they were leather wrapped or something done to them, they probably wouldn't be used. But I thought the colors were cool, so you could hang them up in a game room or in your garage if you have a fun auto garage. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was my favorite record when I was a kid. Such a fun book and movie. Of course, Dr. Seuss. Who doesn't like Dr. Seuss? Hop on Pop. Do not hop on Pop. He'll break his back. Well, I went through these books. There's a few here and there. This was a set. It looked like they had about 10 out of the set, so I left them behind. But I went on ahead and grabbed a few of these books, and Sarah also grabbed a few. Oh, this was when I got excited. So I always love these fun 80s tumblers. We all remember these. They were fun, kitschy, and every kid wanted them. I've collected Smurfs and sold Smurf tumblers for years by Peo, 1982, Smurfette, of course, but also found, who is this guy again? Yeah, we have Hefty, and then I found Gargamel, which was super exciting. I've never sold Gargamel before. So I went ahead and grabbed 8 of these guys because they were marked $3 each, which is a fair price. But then it's 25% off, so that brought it down to like $225, $230. So that to me is Goodwill pricing, so I'm totally down. So I did grab 8 of these, and they're really nice condition too, which that's half the battle right there. No dishwasher damage. All right, so pretty much got a few things here. On the way out, I ended up looking at some more books and found some very nice antique poetry books, so I'm excited to bring those soon. But after I grabbed 8 of these, found Sarah, we went on ahead and checked out and drove on to an antique shop we haven't been to for years. Headed over to the kitchenware, mugs and glasses. Always my favorite place to go first. Not really seeing anything that tripped my trigger, but I did end up grabbing those little wooden Starburst trivets and actually sold them in my last sale. It was really fun pieces for wall hangings or just to accent your table. Love the silver or the clear glass mugs. You never know what you're going to find. And here we found the bicentennial Statue of Liberty mug. Thought this was really cool, from 1985, and so I'm trying to decide if I want to keep it or not. I might keep it for a bit. These mugs are fun, but I don't really have an audience that is wanting to buy this type of stuff, as far as I know. In the comments, let me know if it's something that you would like. I could always go back. But these really are nice for your vintage bar, or if you have kind of a mantique vibe going on in your home. Oh, vases. There's always so many vases. These were really cool, but they're not old. Neither is this, but it's cute. I like to pick up stuff. Obviously, I have to touch it. Even if I know I'm not going to get it, I'm like, I want to see. I like the shape of these shot glasses. It has, you can see that like bullet going down at the bottom, so it's a lot of glass down at the bottom. Little narrow shot glasses. Not really seeing anything in here, and that's why we only hit it once, maybe every 6 months to 2 years. Just depends on the year. But I did go over to the pictures and found a few things, but they were just a little too beat up for me to take for resale. I try to curate items that are in great condition, or at least near great condition, especially when it's artwork, because you want to display that on the wall and show it off, so you want it to look nice. A lot of crafty little projects in here. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Now this one was awesome. I don't know what kind of frame it was in, or if it had something else next to it, but it's a really, really cool print. Unfortunately, it was pretty banged up as well. And there you see the artist's work, and you see the wrinkles. Now, I would say the right person comes along will grab this, because I think once framed, it would still look really cool. And that's, in my opinion, where you can go both ways as far as if it's damaged, is it worthy of being put on my wall? That depends on the subject matter, in my opinion. Ooh, no entry. That's always my favorite. So let's go see what's going on. Sir. No, see, I don't even cross the line. I just like to see what's going on. Okay, cross the line just a hair right here. Luckily, these people were very nice and no one was yelling at me. I've really started getting into looking at vintage games. I didn't for the longest, but you can find some really cool stuff, especially when you can find the Halloween games and different card packs. Thought that was an interesting little set. And of course, the desk ping pong. Oh, hey Sarah, there she is. Oh, here we go. To the glass, onward, here we go. Clear glass. As you see, I kind of walk up slowly. I kind of case the whole area first, and then I like to get in close. I saw some fun pieces in here, but nothing that I was really wanting to take in. Being very selective on what I want to pick and bring. I feel like I've been bringing a lot of glass for the last 6 8 months, and I'm wanting to get into some other things. I love bringing cameras, games, books, vinyl, pottery, brass pieces, antiques, all those types of things. So I feel like if I pass a glass piece up, maybe I'll have enough money to go ahead and pick a camera that I want to bring. So I'm just being a little selective. This yellow piece I actually picked up and held on to for a few minutes because I was like, this is a glass piece I would get. And I really thought about getting it. I don't know the maker on it. So this ice bucket caught my eye. I really love those handles. I love the snail swirl or whatever it's called. It's really neat. But the chip said, nope, it's going to stay here for another day. Great price, bad chip. I set down this yellow piece because I did want to look at these 4 little bowl or cups. They're really cute for ice cream. Once again, these have a mold line on them. They're made in France, so they're pretty, but nothing that I would really want to bring my audience unless I had maybe a rainbow set. I think would be beautiful, but I decided to go ahead and leave these and save that money so I can pick elsewhere. But they are pretty. Went on ahead and said goodbye to that bowl, but I had to come see this guy. Misty, your friend's here. It's Charlie. Charlie. He's watching over all the books. Hi, Charlie. Creepy. I swear it looks like he moves. Ugh. Found the vinyl. So Charlie helped me find the vinyl. Love me some Barbra Streisand. A lot of fun stuff in here. This one was cool. Nat King Cole and Hansel and Gretel. Now this Hansel and Gretel I did hold on to for a minute, but it is one where you painted the puzzle or colored the puzzle, and it had already been done. So and when I pulled out the vinyl, it was really scratched up, so I decided to leave it. Love the artwork on some of these though. I just saw that meow meow move. Did you guys see the meow meow move over in the left corner? Oh my gosh. For a second I thought they might be giants, and I was like, what? But no. 50 great musical treats. You never know what you're going to find in the records, so I do generally flip through them. Now, if I hit my Goodwills or my ARCs that I hit weekly, you can usually tell if it's been stocked, and some of the sellers or some of the shops do like to put the new ones that they brought in kind of mixed in to get you to look through. So I always recommend, just thumbing through real fast so you don't miss out on something really good. In fact, about 3 or 4 of these albums I had never seen before, so that was kind of refreshing. Oof. I had never seen one of these before. So now we're at one more antique shop. The 50% off sale caught my eye, as did this wonderful mannequin piece sporting a beautiful necklace as well as a rubber shower/swim cap. I think it's a swim cap. And I love these vintage bifocals. Looks like they just clip on. Price nice, $18. That's a good price, especially with the 50% off. I might go back and get them next time. But this guy, Empoli, no handle, drink mixer/pitcher, and it was only $7 and then 50% off. So that was probably my find of the day as far as profit. But then I looked down and found these pieces. Now, I did not know these. They looked like Blinko, and I was excited. Turn it around, and the tag said Blinko, and then the piece actually says DAS. Come to find out, Don Shepard was the artist in the 70s that made these figural clear glass pieces. And so he has a whole line under Blinko from the 70s. So you have The numbers on these I think are 40, 41, and 40, 37. You got the big cowboy hat and the shorter derby hat, really fun. Love oil lamps, but not fun to ship. Love digging through these bowls, and I was looking for jewelry. Did find a little thimble. I left that. Thimbles are going to come back though, I just know it. This though, have you ever seen these? I freaked out. Little lucite trapped pieces. We have a little tack, we have little tweezers, a used match. Nan, if you're watching, I've got a used match encased in lucite, and then a small fly, and I believe it's a small bee or a bigger fly as well. So those are coming to my sale this week on the Coleman Collective with Sarah, the traveling button, and it'll be on her channel. Super excited to bring those. But I always love digging in these. How about you guys? Do you like looking for little things like this? I did go ahead and buy this zinc oxide tin for my little miniature shelf. $250 with the 50% off. Can't beat it. I love when I'm picking and I'm able to find something for myself. And speaking of that, those lucite pieces, I might have to keep one. I don't know. I've sold these tumblers before. Gas stations used to give these out. Of course, I love my penny dolls as well. Priced a little too high for me. This piece also really beautiful, but priced at $40. There were no sales. They do go for $100 to $140 online, or they're listed for $140 online. I don't know if I want to mess with it. It's really cool with your mermaid bathroom or your mermaid bar set. You know, there's some really fun bar sets that would pair nicely with. Always looking for brass, but I didn't find any at this one. But I love these little vintage beer cans. Thought about grabbing this for myself. I like the design on the front. But I'm trying to be picky on what I pick for myself. But we decided to finish off the day at ARC, our good old ARC. It never lets us down. So I was digging. This was cute, but it's a hobbyist, I believe. And not in my wheelhouse. Not today. Just browsing the glass. You never know, but all of this had been there the last time we were there. So it's almost time to flip some of this stuff around, and I'm excited for when they do that. Always love looking at the glasses. I've got a drink carrier, mid-century drink carrier. I'm still working on finding 8 glasses to go in it, but I'm waiting for the right ones at the right price. A lot of clear glass. These are pretty. I like these. They do not glow. I love the pedestal base and the design on them, kind of a fall design. They look like they would glow, but they don't. I did go ahead and grab these and pondered on them, but when it's said and done, sometimes you have to change your mind. And so I held on to them in the cart as I rode around the store and decided to pass on them. So as I take these fun mugs around on a little walk, I'm not seeing any glasses that I want. Of course, always have to check the mugs. Love a good pottery mug, or even that milk glass mug's fun, but it's personalized, so I left it. Always looking for something unique in here. Oh, there's some bins right there. I think Sarah already looked through them. You can usually find some fun votives there too, votive holders. Some Blinko, some Costa Boda, but not this time. So I did go back. This is where I found that Murano lamp a while back, and I saw this Halloween out. I decided to leave it for Sarah to look through. She's more of the Halloween guru. I love it all, but I don't know for sure which things I would want to bring, so I let Sarah look through, and she did grab the skull light and a couple other things, really cool things in there. Always looking back here. And of course, I love inflatables, but They don't work very well in Colorado. They tend to blow a little too hard. This arc is my favorite when it comes to metal pieces and brass pieces. You can usually find some really nice silver pieces as well. This, I couldn't tell. I believe it's a flower frog. Let me know in the comments if you know. I did go ahead and snag it and give it a ride with the mugs, but I did also end up leaving it. But you have to dig on this one because they just pile the stuff in, because it's not really breakable. I mean, it could be more organized, but I kind of like the fact that it's not. And this was kind of a sturdy piece to hold your little plate or a small picture on. This was a nice little silver plated piece with the glass bowl, and it came with all of the silver pieces, the eyebrow brush, a blush brush, and that kind of stuff. But he was hiding and I found him. Love this brass, solid brass trinket dish alligator. I think he's so cool. I grabbed him, definitely gonna bring him to a sale this week. And with that, it's time to leave. I am gonna go find Sarah. We're gonna check out and get our stuff home and do a big haul. Bye guys.